Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is test out the parameters of the water, specifically for ammonia, nitrites, nitrates, and the pH. The fishes I have is the clown loach, and I also have a red-tailed shark. And basically, the acceptable ranges of all these fishes are 0 for ammonia, 0 for nitrites, and for nitrates it can be within from 0 to 40 parts per million, as these are rather hardy fish. And for their ideal pH in the water will most likely be from 6.5 to 8.5. And for temperatures, these are tropical fishes, so I do my best to at least keep the water from around 24 to 29 degrees Celsius, which is about any time between 74 to around 80 degrees Celsius, because they are rather warm fish. But for ammonia, simply add 8 drops of bottle number 1 to the water. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, then we gotta shake that up real quick. And then we add bottle number 2.
See, that's why I make this line. Go here.
Okay, well now we're gonna just let that sit there. Okay, now that for nitrites, simply add 5 bottles of nitrite solution. And then shake that real quick. Oh no. And for nitrates, simply add 10 bottles of solution from mineral 1. 10 drops. Shake that up real quick. And for bottle 2, simply add another 10 drops. And for pH, simply add 5 drops of iron, because with tap water, the fact that I do only change it maybe once every week or 2, it will have a much higher pH than another regular acidic. And now, even though it might seem arbitrary to do the salinity test for a freshwater tank, I will still have to do it, because if for some reason I have to do a bacteria infection, I have a bacteria infection in my tank or anything, I would want to add salinity, salts, and that would help with the infections or diseases in my tank. But for now, I just want to salinity test. It's much simpler than it looks. You just have to dip the gravity little well in the tank end. Who would have guessed? It is at 0 parts per 1,000 in my freshwater tank. And for temperature, well, as of right now, it is currently at room temperature 24 degrees Celsius. But however, in my water, it is currently and in my tank, it's currently 29 degrees Celsius, so they are rather comfy in their tank. But as we can see from the results of the parameter changes, ammonia is around maybe 0.25, and that's because I just fed them, so there will be ammonia in there as they just did their own little business. Nitrites, 0. Nitrates are 10 parts per million, that's fine, they can handle it. But I will do another water change later this week if necessary. And my pH, it's around 8.2, 8. They can definitely handle that. That's their ideal pH range anyway. And then the importance of it to even do this in the first place is, if there is something in the tank, like a really big ammonia spike, you need to know about it, or your fish are not going to necessarily last so long. And the parameters do give a good indication of, you know, is there anything particularly wrong going on in the tank? Like, is there like 50 parts per million of nitrates and whatnot? But it is important, you know, to see, like, in case you see signs of stress in your fish, you will want to know, like, what's the water chemistry like. But other than that, that's really is all there is to about parameter checking and whatnot.